No, that's
Okay,
perfect, and it's in higher quality. That's perfect. This is nice. Yeah,
that's
we
dope.
got it set up now, fellas. Hey,
So
we need some in the background to say the name of the podcast on all of our background. We could probably create our own background and upload over here
Oh
too,
shit.
which would be nice. That'd be
Yeah, that
nice.
would be nice.
But yeah, with Barkley, man, I really appreciate Barkley for being just straightforward, honest with everything. Like I like those type of people that even if it's a bad thing, he's gonna say the truth. You know, I like those type of people. So I really don't with him try. I guarantee you, from what I hear, from what people say about that basketball era, people was doing coke on sideline and going hooping still. So that's what they.
Okay.
That's like the you know that's the infamous the infamous thing about that era. They say they was all they did a lot of drugs, coke up, but then if you and to be honest, if you really look at Michael Jordan smoking cigars driving down Lakeshore Drive on the way to a game and things like that, playing 30 rounds of golf before, drinking a little bit and going in and still killing. You know, that was like, so I don't really look into it that much for Barkley.
so here's the funny thing about that. Like I've never done coke, but I heard coke is an upper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's an upper, it's also considered performance enhancing, right?
Mm.
Because it's you know, I'm just saying. I'm saying like any drug can enhance your performance, right? Because some like
Yeah.
okay, so let's take it like when people go and it may not be the same across all boys, but
Mm-hmm.
let me just say okay. So some people go to the studio and they say smoking enhances my ability to access thoughts, to
Mm-hmm.
unlock thoughts that I'm unable to. So it's an
Mm-hmm.
enhancement for them. So it's a performance enhancement mentally. I'm talking about just
Mm-hmm.
smoking weed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes smoking cocaine can relax you from anxiety, but build up your ability to run faster. Like because crack obviously is an upper and
Mm-hmm.
heroin's a downer, right? So no one would take heroin and try and play basketball because they'd be out there sleeping. So that's what I meant by it can be considered a performance enhancer.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense, and I hate to go down this road because I don't want to sort of tarnish anybody's career by me going down this road.
Mm-hmm.
But if these guys were all enhanced, right, and still was getting beat, and I'm not necessarily by Jordan, could have been like Boston,
Too
right?
funny, man.
Like Boston was if they were to, I don't know who was smoking or not, right? But let's say
Right.
Boston was the team that wasn't smoking, and they was
Right.
but they was kind of a made super team, but they were still dusting people.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I don't know if just because they smoked that that's a problem because people are still doing now smoking is okay.
Right.
You know now it's not illegal to smoke, but you know but anyone that smokes, both of y'all, either current or former smokers, y'all know it can enhance your ability to do certain things, and it can also harm your ability to do certain things. So what y'all
And they
think?
never enhanced nothing I was doing.
To be
I
to
may
be
have felt like it was enhancing me, but it didn't enhance nothing I was doing.
Okay,
Well,
let's
to
get
be
into
fair,
it.
let's to be fair, right? Let's look at Shakari, right? Shakari
Okay,
got the track girl. She got kicked out of the Olympics because she failed the weed test. When she was
right.
smoking, her mom died. A lot of things was going on. She was the fastest. She had the record for the fastest girl on earth. And
Okay,
then she stopped. She had to stop smoking, of course, in order to get back into the Olympics. And then she got beat.
okay,
So in that sense, if you can use it as a way to cope with your emotions, but that shouldn't be no more than like an antidepressant drug. It shouldn't be considered no more of an enhancement than someone who's taking some type of antidepressant drug. Also, by listening to like players like Matt Barnes,
okay,
Matt Barnes and Steve Jackson, you know, they smoke openly and they've been smoking all through the league.
okay,
Over 50% of the players are on in the NBA were on the list of you have to get tested because you don't fail the drug test. It was over 50% of the players, according to Matt
okay,
Barnes. This is an interview he had. So if over half the NBA is doing it, and you know now it's okay, I really don't really, even if it was something that can help, it's not going to help you that much more and get you over than somebody who's not smoking. Like you know because and also it's based on the person. So like for example, Levan said it didn't really help him at all. You know, I can bet different. It helps me a lot. You know, and so it helps me in more ways than I would like to admit, So I
I
don't,
mean, but
I think it's specified for the person.
not like physical activity, not in like hooping or nothing like that. Like
Right. It ain't make
you're
up
right.
right.
Okay, I
It
get
ain't
what
make
you're
up
saying.
faster. I see what you're saying. And
Okay,
that's what
right.
Joe
It ain't
Biden
like
said.
yeah, it ain't like she smoked weed and then go out here and run
She
track.
said.
Like, no, I ain't talking about
Okay,
that.
okay. So let's examine it.
Now, if you
Okay,
talking about like me, what made me start smoking weed was me. I used to overthink things. Like I'll just be thinking. Even when
Mm-hmm.
it's time to go to sleep, I couldn't sleep because my
Mm-hmm.
mind's still working. So once I started smoking weed, it would relax
I'm
me,
trying.
and then
I know y'all can see
I
that
could
light right
sleep.
there. You see it? You
Yeah,
see that
I could
light
see
reflection in my little.
In your
in your
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah. I
Yeah,
can
I'm
see
trying to
that.
keep
Yeah.
that out.
I can see what you watching on
okay,
TV with them.
that's crazy.
It's kind of messed up, man.
But
Well, he
yeah,
got the movie scripts on there.
that's funny. But no, it would help me. It would calm me down so I could be able to sleep. So yeah, it was. I mean, it's benefits like that. But I'm just saying, like in sports, I don't see how this benefiting you. You might think you're doing something, but you ain't really doing something. Like you said, it's a downer.
You mean we? But okay, so what do you say if weed helps somebody concentrate, right? So what do you say about that? If it can help you focus.
Nah, I don't, I don't
No,
believe. You.
I mean maybe
It's
not
just
you, maybe not
you
you.
just
But
be mellow. It ain't. I mean, you be
okay,
mellow. I
so
mean, you would think of things you wouldn't usually think of at first, but then once over time, then it's just. I mean, I think maybe if you was to like if you was like to hit a joint one time and then
okay,
like leave it alone, then yeah, be you probably would be it'll open certain things.
okay. So what if it helps your mental health?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can see that.
so now could that be okay? I mean,
But that ain't that ain't
over to a
that
natural.
ain't that ain't they ain't THC.
I mean, like, so let's say
Now
someone
I would
who,
say that would be the CBD part of it.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, I
Yeah.
said, and I guess getting into like the chemical, the makeup and what actually works and for what,
Uh-huh.
I don't even. So you're talking to someone that don't know. So forgive me for being ignorant about this, but what's the if the part that okay, talk to me about weed. Like, what does it do to you? Like, what is it? What's the benefit? I mean, what's the benefit? But then, what's also like the reason why somebody would even do it? Because so y'all got to tell me because I haven't done it.
Culture wise, it make you want to do it because you see everybody doing it.
Okay,
I mean, that's a big reason. But like as far as the benefits go, the benefit of it is the CBD part, where it will calm you down. If you sore or something like that, like like a painkiller,
now isn't that an
stuff like that.
enhancement though?
Not as
No,
much as Tylenol.
right? I was just going to
It
say, is
wouldn't. It's not
Tylenol
that.
an
It's not
enhancement?
that big of an effect. Right. It's like it's one of those type of things
Oh,
where
I
it's a
see.
mild effect. It's not a. So two things just happen, right? The drug that we initially talked about, that's a Schedule 1 drug. Crack, cocaine, heroin, that's a Schedule 1 drug. The federal government just released that they're taking cannabis and making it a Schedule 3 drug.
Right.
So that alone lets you know the effects of it, how much of it really affects you, how big of an impact that the drug has. It's been lowered from a Schedule 1, like crack, all to a Schedule 3. So I only say that just to emphasize that the effects of weed shouldn't be it shouldn't be added as PDA, right? As a performance enhancer. Is that what you call those? It
Oh,
shouldn't be
PED.
added like
Yeah, it
PED.
shouldn't be.
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
yeah.
not
Ain't no
one of
way.
those.
Ain't no
It's not
way.
one of those. You can't say like
Ain't no
again.
way.
Joe Biden said it the best. I believe he was like, "I'm pretty sure her getting high didn't make her run faster."
Faster. No way.
So it's not that.
Because right,
Uh-huh.
going back
And
to
it's
what he was
based
saying,
off the
it's a downer.
person. Yeah, because it's based on because okay, it's let's be specific because indica is the downer, sativa is more of an upper because
Upper
it's
right.
broken down into two, right? Also, again, it depends on the person. Me and Levan can smoke the same type of weed, and he might fall asleep. I might be charged, or I might fall asleep, and he might be charged. It really depends on the person and how they body chemistry react to the sativa or the indica they're putting into their body. But overall, indica is in the couch for you to go to sleep. Sativa is more of an upper high. I'm up, upset. I'm getting ready to do something. So yeah, in that case, yeah, both of them, and all though aren't strong enough to say that they are a performance enhancer. And another thing too, they're doing research for football players because on the sideline they're doing all types of painkillers that are way more harmful than marijuana, and they're showing studies that actually show that the marijuana repairs broken or damaged brain cells that happen in football players through the years of colliding with each other, right? Okay. So that's another added advantage of it. It's a lot more advantages of it, but all of the advantages are like long-term healthy advantages, nothing that would immediately help you in the case of you performing. Because another thing too is how you deal with your life outside of the court, outside of wherever you're performing at, is how you deal with your life. It shouldn't really be like, okay, well, she got the smoke and that helped her deal with her life better. So now that means that she cheated with the race. That shouldn't be the added incentive of that, because she used something to help her with stress. Now she's able to perform better. That you can't really quantify what people are using to cope with their life and how it's going to impact them on the field. You can't really.
We can tell who's an advocate, right?
Yeah.
Huge advocate.
Yeah. I did my time. He's welcome to it. I ain't mad at him.
What do y'all think about Barkley and his thing about his gambling addiction?
That was real. It's real talk. I appreciate it for being real and honest.
Well, he said he was losing millions in the casino. What do you think about that?
I mean, if it worked for him, that's what he loved to do.
Well, I mean, I
only get one life. I mean, he made the money. It ain't like nobody made it for him. He made his own money. So, I mean, I guess you can spend it how you want to. I mean, somebody on the outside looking in can say, oh, that's not smart. Or I wouldn't have did that. But you ain't even make the money like he did. So, I mean,
right.
Who, everybody got their opinion. That don't make it fact
Here's the funny thing about gambling is me, I don't know if it really call you Lothario or Kev, whichever. We got to figure that out. Me and Kev was talking about, he was like, oh, man, I got to be careful about going to a casino, even at his level, economic level. He's like, man, because if I had the bread you had, Malik, I wouldn't even be in this 9 out. To be real, I might be in there even more, because I know I got bread I can waste. Mm-hmm. And that's an interesting thing that somebody can sort of be introspective on that and say, it's a good thing I don't have all that bread, because the casino will probably have even more of my money versus me being at a lower economic level. And so now I got to manage my bread properly. Now the casino can't get all my damn money because I'm smarter. So it's interesting. And I actually agree with that, even though I'm battling myself with this whole casino thing. Now, I told Kev, I haven't even told Levan yet. Mm-hmm. I was in the casino the other day. I actually got into a fight in the casino the other day. You don't even know yet. I was in there
physical, or was it just verbal?
Yeah, that's the first thing he said. It started verbal.
Okay.
It started verbal.
Yeah, it always starts verbal.
That's how it always starts, right?
No, you got to fight too. Finally.
It always starts that way, right? Now, Kev had an incident. Probably, I'm gonna say at least a year and a half ago.
At least a year, yeah.
Right. So we were both in a casino. We was in Horseshoe in Indiana, and I don't know. You want to now? Firstly, let's give a backstory first, because if we don't give the
backstory first,
right?
Because then you go tell
right.
Because if we just see what happened,
bad work. Go ahead. You can tell my story. I'm fine with that, because I'm happy I'm not the only one that went to fist. At the casino, he went to fight too, and I was surprised too.
If we don't tell the backstory, then he probably won't know why you went off like that because it seemed.
I mean, I know proper, casino etiquette.
No,
I've been with you a lot of times.
This wasn't that. So when you hear the story, if you
it
don't,
was my fault.
if I don't tell you the backstory,
okay.
you're like, God damn, bro, what the fuck, bro?
If he admitted his fault,
It was
then
mine was my. I wasn't there for his, but I take his word for it. It seemed like dude egged him on, but mine was like, yeah, we in there gambling, man. I got rent due, I got all this type of things due, and I'm one away from making them all to solve all my problems.
And
I ended up not getting, and it was like
I think
two.
it was either a 9 or a 10, or something like that.
It was a 9, I believe. It was a 9.
Something that he could actually make.
Right.
Okay.
And that would have been, I think I had 20 on it or something like that. I had a decent amount on it. That would have paid all the bills.
Now 20 in the middle. So go 900 times 4. So it's about 36.
3,600.
About 36, and add an extra 300 on that.
Right, and because you got both the sides.
No, because it's really 875. I just want to sort of, round it down, and then you add the edges on there. Yeah.
Either way, I didn't get it. Malik probably done. He passed me about, man, what? At that point, I was in it like a stack. I owed him like a stack. You know what I'm saying? Because usually I got like a really good record at that time of before we leave the casino, I done paid them back already.
Yeah.
I either pay, even if I lose, I usually still able to keep enough money, the money that I came in with. This wasn't the case. I was like, really gambling. I was going through some stuff and I was using gambling. I'd rather been smoking more to coke than to use gambling. Off the roll for to bite the coke. But I was trying to win the money too. So it was. I looked at Malik. I'm like, man, I can't take it. No, hold on, y'all.
Now, part of the backstory goes. I think he was down. I mean, he had already owed me like, let's say $400, right? And then we got in there. He was like, "Look, man, the point I'm gonna give your money back today." And he actually won the money and gave it back to me. So we got even. So he had got down to he had got up to like 500. And then gave, hey, Brett, here's all the bread. And he looked down at his rack, he had all this money down there. And he gave my money back. And then, you know how the crap says, crap, shit goes right, shit goes wrong, shit goes right. And shit went wrong. And when shit goes wrong, it goes wrong for 30 to 45 minutes. It ain't like a boom, boom. It's right. So then he got back down and he said to me quietly, "Hey, man, let me get that bread back." So I gave it back to him. And I said, I'm going to throw in a couple more hundred because I saw his rack. I said, just to give you some comfort, I'm going to throw in a couple more hundred. But this is a G100, so you ain't got to get that back. So it was like just a couple, maybe like in total 700. But I told him he ain't got to get another 200 back. I just want him to get comfortable. Right? Okay, go ahead with the story.
And I also said this to him too. I said, if I lose 300, I'm just going to leave because I want to leave with something.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose all my money. And what bro say? Man, how you gonna win the money you need? He said you need, because I did tell him I wanted a certain amount. I remember the number. But I know when he came in there, I'm like, bro, I want to win this much. And I told him that, and I'm like, but if I lose this much, I'm gonna leave, which was like my superpower at the casino. Everybody got certain things they were all good at. My thing was good at was being able to go in there and roll as many times as everybody else and either leave up or leave with the money I came in.
Right.
That was like my superpower.
Now, Van's superpower is being able to hold out.
That's nice too.
He's able to just not even bet, just hold, and don't nobody say nothing to him because he's so like quiet that they be forgetting he's even at the table.
Saying him that much, yep.
Right.
Yep. Yeah. That'll work. So after I lost the money that he gave, after I won the money, then got the money back, then lost it again, then lost the money I still had in my rack. He's finna pass me some more. I look down and I'm like, bro, I'm done. I can't even do it no more.
Hold on. But before it got to that point, I think he might have had like $200 in his rack. And he was rolling, and he was on a really good roll where I had my numbers pressed up to a point. But the way he bets, he don't press his numbers up. He just leave them at $15 to $25. Because he don't want to be thinking about all that. He just wanna. He's there
I'm
for
like
one
that.
reason and one. He's just trying to throw
I'm
the
like
board.
that.
He ain't trying
Just
to be
roll.
right.
Yeah.
He ain't trying to get
That's
his
how I am.
numbers all up and collect
Right.
all that because it having multiple sort of perspectives disturbs
things to
his
think about.
superpower.
It's-
Right.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
kind of messes with his. And so I'm next to him, like, come on, bro. You've been rolling for an hour. I probably made off his roll. I probably made a couple thousand on his roll, and he haven't even thrown. He threw one edge. I think he needed. He needed the aces, 9 and 12. Then he threw the aces. He threw the aces, so we won 500.
Right.
Right. He won 800. They pay out right away. So he collected 800. Right. And 800, okay, that's decent, but he's still down. He said, okay, then we talk, because we do this. We talk a little bit to sort of map out what we're going to do next to make sure we're on the same. He said, okay, Malik, I'm going to go for the 12, so turn your numbers off because it's going to get a little risky. Right. So I turned my numbers off, so if he throw a 7, I don't lose my bread. So he took 3 rolls and ended up rolling the 12. And so we like, yeah, okay. We like, yeah. Right. And that I can see in his face, we down to a 9. Now, before I let him finish the story, for me, the 9 for me is like both of y'all rolling a 6 or an 8, right? I can almost, out of 10 tries, I can probably 8 out of 10 tries, I can probably get a 9.
Yeah, that's your number.
That's the number,
9.
right?
Yeah,
now, Kev was faced with the, and we've talked about this since then.
Right.
So, and it's the podcast, so let's talk about it.
Right.
Before we went in there, was it before or after that we talked about that? No, I think it was after.
It was after, yeah.
It was after. Okay.
It was
so
like the week after, yeah.
we've been going together for a while, right? So I'm trying to borrow from his superpower on how to be disciplined in this so I don't lose money. Because there'd been one time we went in there and we both went in there with about the same amount of money, but I'm down 2,000 and he still got 350. Like, bro, how the fuck you still got 350?
Yeah, that's right. I still got your money. I'm
You
like,
still
we
got the
rolled
money you
this
came
many
in
times
with,
as each other.
and I'm down $2,000. How the fuck, right? He's like, bro, hey man, I try to tell you, okay. So I'm feeling foolish that I'm down 2,000 because 2,000 is 2,000. Right. That day was weeks earlier. Okay, we talked about it, and Kev convinced me, hey, bro, the reason, and we all, just the way me and you talk, me and Kev talk. So he was analyzing how I was losing my money. So he was like, look, bro, you lose your money by betting on other people. Right. So that's why Van don't do that. Van don't bet on nobody. He'll bet on me and him and step away from the table.
Yep.
If
He'll go sit
come
down.
in the casino, if you come in the casino with me, I'm gonna watch you roll. If Unc say you good, then I'm gonna bet on you.
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch you roll
Yep.
a couple times. Okay, that's what
Yep.
he do. Okay, them his numbers. That's what
Yep.
I'm gonna bet on. Other than that, I'm not betting on nobody else.
Yep.
Right. So Kev pointed it out to me. We got in there weeks later. We got in there together. Right. So now I'm bringing you up to speed. So he got shit going on in the background he never even told me about.
Oh, yeah.
Right. So I'm in there with all this money. I probably got 8,000-9,000 in my pocket. I think Kev needed 1,500 to 2,000, which ain't very much.
Right.
He ain't need that much.
And I think I came in with like 12, and I was like, I'm not gonna leave with less than 7 or something like that.
Right.
Because
So he
I
didn't need
was
that much.
close to my goal.
He needed like 600-700. He didn't even need that much.
And I
right?
won it probably like 3 times.
Right, and so
he probably gonna miss some times where I don't won the money because I was rolling good that whole day. I just didn't finish it.
He went up where he had it. It's like, okay, I got the money, but I don't have your bread, so I'm gonna stay until I get your bread. Then he went down where he didn't have the money, nor he didn't have my bread, and then this is on his rolls. Then he went back up where he got even. Well, he had enough for my bread. I'm gonna go in and pay Malik off, but then didn't have enough for the other stuff. Right, because I'm watching him win because I was betting 10, but he was going heavy on himself. But he kept throwing these edges, 500, 800, 500, and I'm winning 300. And he's winning. I'm like, damn. I'm looking at his rack, and he's got like all this money in his rack. He's like, bro, I'm almost there. He said, I ain't gonna lose another 300. If I lose another 300, I'm out of here because we up and down. It gets emotional when you up and down.
I know. Trust me, I know.
now he's like, okay, I'm gonna give it 2 more cracks at it. He went 20 on his roll, right? And now he's rolling. Now he's down to the 2, the 9, and the 12. He throws a 2. They pay us out, so he got the 500. He hands me the 500, and he only owes me 2 at this point. He said, bro, we step back. He said, if I get this 12, you know what's up. Okay. He ends up throwing the 12. He tell me turn my numbers off. I turn my numbers. He ended up throwing the 12. He's so serious. Like he's we must have lost him. Hold on. I can't pause it. Let me see if I can bring him back in. I think he can get back in on his own.
Yeah, he should be able to just rejoin on his own. And let's see here. I wanted to see if I could invite him too.
Can you invite him, or do I have to invite him?
I think you have to. No, I can. Let me see. Oh no, that's just people. Yeah, I think you got to.
All right, I sent it to him.
Okay.
So let's come back to that. I want to ask you about GOAT stuff, bro. Like, okay, so me and you talk about this all the time, but now it's recorded.
Mm-hmm.
What is it the GOAT or is it a GOAT? This whole debate.
Oh, okay. So the GOAT is already taken. So that's Mike. And then you got a bunch of other GOATs, right? Because now we're just quantifying great players, right?
Okay.
But the greatest player, that's Mike. And then you got
okay,
quantifying what other great players. Then we got great players. Then you can say Kobe, Magic, Bron, Steph.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like now you got some GOAT now. They're great players though. Because and I'm only giving those guys that because I'm looking at them, and for a brief moment in the NBA, they were the best player for a decent stretch.
Okay.
More than a 3 to 4 year stretch where they were considered one of the best players in the league.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So that's how I would say it between the two. So let me finish the story. 'Cause I'm gonna land the plane because I do want to get back to the sports stuff. Because So Levan, basically when I rolled it, bro, I didn't get it. I rolled the 7. I think it hit a chip or some goofy shit. I rolled the 7, and I was heartbroken. It tore me up because I'm already trying to deal with the emotions.
Hold on. He did lay it, but But before the roll before that, he threw the dice off the table. He was so focused. He threw them off the table, right? And we always have this thing about don't what do we call it? Don't overcompensate.
Right.
When something happens, like if you throw them off the table, don't overthink that. Just do exactly what we've been trained to do. Don't try to adjust. Right. Don't try to adjust.
The adjustment going to be way too much because it's a micro inch that we talking about with these dice. You know what I'm saying? We got to be so you're going to already adjust by just knowing that you're off instead of trying to actually do it, you know? Yeah.
So there was the roll before that. So that next roll, he actually said out loud, okay, I got to be careful not to over adjust. He said that out loud. And his next roll, he shorted the dice and threw a 4-3-7.
Oof.
Oh man. Bro. And I'm gonna tell you, I only had 15 in the middle, but still, we both laid the 9, right? But he'd been rolling 9 the whole day, so 9 wasn't hard. He was in such control. He was down to 1 or 2 numbers the whole day. One number. So he was winning edge. He could never get that one number
both at the same time. I think I hit each edge differently and was left on 1 every time.
Even
one time, I think I was left on a 6 at one time, like an easy number, and I made it. So it was just man. And
okay, so
did I walk off at that point?
Wait, what'd you say, man?
Can y'all admit that when you're down to 1 number, something happens to you?
It depends.
Not all the time.
It depends.
Not all the time.
It depends
not all the time.
No, not all the time.
What if you got, like you said, like you had something on the line, like this is due, does that
I see what you're saying.
Me and him talked about all the time, where I don't like gambling to get something, because if I'm end up losing the money that I already got halfway to get there. That's why I told him I'm not going under 700, because if I go,
But don't you think even if you go to the casino, like you're going to the casino to win money, It
Right.
might not be you need it right then and there, but you need the money because you wouldn't even be going to the casino. It ain't like you just going for
See,
fun.
that's what I don't want. I don't want that to be for me. I see, and we talked about this. I haven't been in a while because I need money, and I don't want to go there to get the money because I might lose the money I already got. Now I need more money.
Right.
So we do this all the time. Where like if I'm not in a good financial situation, if I catch it beforehand, before I go down that slope, me and him will talk, and I'll be like, bro, I can't. I'm not going for a while. You know what I'm saying? Until I get, and once and this is what happened last time, because then 3 months later, I come back, I'll hit him up. I'm driving to the casino in a Tesla. I got my money set, and then I lost. I lost all my again. Now I'm back doing the same. So exactly.
Right.
So that's why I'm like, bro, I can't go to the casino in that mindset. I gotta go with some money that all day. I forgot I had this $200. Let me go in. Like that type of thing. Not like I'm gonna take this last two and I'm gonna turn this into 1,000 so I can pay this and I can pay that. So anyway, I looked at Malik, walked off the table. I'm like, bro, I can't take it no more. He's sitting down just looking at me, and he knew I was done. I'm like,
wait. Before you got there, he actually said, I'm leaving. And I was like, bro, you gonna leave me at the casino by myself, bro?
I never do that. And I never just walk off. Even when I'm about to leave, because I used to leave early a lot because I didn't want to keep gambling. But even then, I would tell him like rolls prior, like, okay, this is after this roll, I'm gonna leave after this one, bro. I'm gonna stay for your last roll and then I'm gonna leave because I got my money. I don't want to spend it. I'm gonna leave. But this, it was abrupt. I literally just turned away and walked away, smacked the table, and like, I can't take it no more. I'm leaving. And
here's where it all broke down.
This is where the fight happened. I was walking past, and a dude, like when I walk past, you like a big dude too. So when people in my way, I kind of move them out the way. I don't push them out the way.
Hold on, Van. Kev is like 6'2", 6'3", 300 pounds.
Yeah.
So I'm an estimate. But so I say he's a big boy. He's a big dude. He ain't like, bro. He's a big boy.
Yeah,
bro.
Wait a minute. Six what? 6'2", 280?
6'2", 6'3", bro. Dude, like your height, bro. I'm
like 6'4", 240. So
I know so many y'all
okay.
my bodyguards and shit. You know
okay.
But look, see, the way he tell it makes sense. Like I get why dude acted the way he did, but I don't walk around like that. You know what I'm saying? I rarely walk around like that. I don't even look at
myself as that size. I get what you're saying.
I just started doing it. Hanging around Malik more gets me to realize, oh damn, I am that. And work. Joe let me and him been working out for 2 weeks straight. Then I'm in that masculine. I'm walking like a big dude automatic. Right. But this time, I'm lack of better word choice. I'm always gentle when people about to run into me. Like let's say a lady about to back into me. I'll put my hands up real gently and let them know, hey, you about to punch. So I'm like, move him out the way. I'm like, hey, watch out, move out the way. And then he's like, you move out the way. And then I'm like, get the fuck out of my way.
Now hold on. The dude that Kev's talking about he's about Doc Ross size.
He's small. It was a small dude. It was.
Yeah. You don't know he get out the way. Like,
he's like Doc Ross size.
Nothing you have no.
I told him like hey, get out my way. You get out the way. Then I'm already I'm like, no, get the fuck out of my way. So I use
right.
And then he back at me. You get the fuck out of my way. And then I don't know what happened. My initial thought was, I'm about to beat his ass. And then I'm slamming him through I'm slamming him through a slot machine and breaking it up.
He probably keeping everybody away so you can keep doing.
No. It was the grand dude. I was holding dude down. Kev was about to hit him again.
Man, I was gonna, and I just stopped because at that point I heard him slam into the slot machine moved over. I heard him I play football, so I know once I got you and I'm about to drive forward, it's over. I was an offensive lineman, so it's over. So I
Right.
literally drove
Okay.
him and drove them like into the slot machine. Heard it move back. Then I see grab him. I didn't know he was grabbing him. It looked like he was breaking it up. But then when he told me afterwards, I'm like, yeah, he was holding him. And when I did like this, I was finna. And then he looked up and I saw like a little fear. I'm like, it snapped me back into how I usually act. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I done. And apparently I broke his jaw. He said I broke his jaw. Apparently I ain't hit him. So he must have slammed his face. It must have slammed his face in the slot machine. Mm-hmm. So that's what happened, man. Like literally, I'm like, hey, move out the way. You move out the way. Get the fuck out of my way, man. You get the fuck out of my way. Okay, I'm about to beat your ass because I'm mad I lost my money.
Hey, I can use that situation in the GOAT argument that we be having with LeBron and Jordan. Mm-hmm. As big people, as being the bigger person all the time, like you've been big all your life.
Yeah.
So, and being black, it's like people look at you to be aggressive. So us as big people, we try not to be as aggressive. We try to
dial it back.
Sorry about that. We dial it back some. You know, we want to be cool with everybody. We don't want to be that bully. Somebody who's smaller, somebody who's smaller is always getting bullied. So they gotta have that.
They talk a lot
mentality.
Yeah,
they talk a lot. They gotta prove something.
Yeah.
So
and
when
it's
people
terrible
like,
for us because we damned if we do it, we damned if we don't. If we don't,
right.
You letting that little nigga talk shit to you like that,
right?
If
you
we
soft,
do,
you big and soft.
That little boy like
you
that, like, you know what I'm saying?
So when they be like, "Oh, LeBron ain't no killer," he want everybody to. He can't be because then he'll look like a big bully.
Right.
Even Shaq.
Right.
Shaq big, but he's the funniest big dude you ever would meet.
You know what's
like Shaq over aggressive.
You know what's funny though? Shaq is the only person that I know that walked that line perfectly. Where he kind of looked like, hey, don't mess with him. But then it also looked like, man, he's the nicest guy ever.
He's cool.
But Shaq wasn't like that when he played. Shaq was smacking motherfuckers, and
he was very aggressive.
You had to take him there. It wasn't like he was just, you know.
But it wasn't hard. It wasn't hard to get Shaq there. It wasn't hard to get Shaq there.
It was aggressive. He was aggressive like when he dunked and stuff.
Yeah.
But as far as like going hard at, he wasn't going hard at people. If you talk shit, then yeah, he'll go hard at you.
Okay. Now I don't want to get to the GOAT debate part about that.
Okay, but that's I was just saying that plays a part.
Your light blurring your camera, big dog. Your light. Can you I don't know why it's blurring it for a little bit. Your light.
I'm probably gonna just turn it off. I see it. I'm gonna just turn it off.
Let's see if that helps.
Let's see. Then when you get back over here, let's see.
Let's see how.
Your reception's bad too.
Yeah, you your reception. Yours looking like
this is my Android phone. This is my Galaxy. This ain't my iPhone.
You cheating. You cheating today, bro. You saying iPhone. I thought I had a supporter. I thought I had a brother on my team, man.
I got both.
Okay. We ain't gonna never get Malik over there. You ain't.
Hell no, I ain't. And then they make me buy shit I don't want to buy. Hell no.
You still call on that? You still call on that part? He done froze though.
Yeah, I see him. He might be going out, getting back in on his iPhone,
and probably getting in on the iPhone. Yeah, but Shaq. I agree with that part, but just Shaq was always kind of intimidating when he got on the court. It's a whole different person. When he got off the court, then he was, and you could tell he did the same thing we did. Was extra nice and extra funny, so people don't be. But then on the court,
I'm still in the studio.
When he was on the court, he walked in that light. Well, he was breaking rims on.
Okay, honey, I'll catch up with you.
He was breaking rims on
people.
Yeah, but that's why I like Embiid so much. That's why I wish Embiid was healthy because I would have loved for him to have won an MVP this year, scoring 70-some points. I like Embiid way more than Joker. It's just health-wise.
And that's my thing too. Like they give Jokic these things 3 years in a row. Like, hey, what do you do? Like, nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So now let me tell y'all what happened to me recently. I'm a fill in Levan and what happened. So I felt some kind of way when y'all was agreeing on some shit. Like y'all was saying, y'all gave like a like almost it was binary. Y'all didn't leave no space for me. Now I feel like I feel like I gotta go defend dudes my size. Here's the reason why. Because y'all was like, when you big, here's the reason why. Because y'all was
you're
like,
in a very, very unique situation.
So
you're
y'all
a professional bodybuilder, though, bro.
Right.
So you still look big to people too, bro, because your muscles. Dude, you walk up. Remember, you went up on Ted the first day you met him, and you walked up on him in the middle of doing squats. We was doing front squats. And you walked in.
Yeah.
Oh, big homie. Okay, I'll do a front squat just like this. Then he's leak in with his. He's like, all right, homie, I'll do it like this, like you said, big homie. You right? He start getting down. So you walk the line between big nigga and like you walk the line, bro.
Hey, I remember one time we went to a casino. Just real quick, we went to a casino and it was ladies around the table, and they looked at him and they was like, "You look like you about to jump out of cake later on tonight." Hey, I thought that was the funniest thing I ever heard, bro.
Hey, you know what's funny, man? That's like, I've been around them, and that's like a PG version of what I done heard some ladies say. Oh, girl, walk past him. Bro, I don't care, bro. I know you're gonna be embarrassed, but I'm gonna tell him anyway.
Go ahead, bro. It's the podcast. We gotta do it. I gotta let it go, man.
LeVar, you know how Blake is. You know how he is when he work out. Right. He done leg day, and we was in it. Just probably about 3 weeks in. We done took over the whole gym. We got people asking, can you film with us?
I didn't know what story you was gonna tell. I didn't know what story you gonna tell. Hey, man. Hey. Make sure ain't nobody hearing this, bro, because
No, you're my
okay, go ahead.
So you know, we done took over the whole. We got people begging to work out with us. We got girls working out with us. We teaching them shit. Then we got people wanting to film with us. It's like we so scared to film. Can you film? We literally them guys in the gym. This guy walking with his shorts. You know, he wore the shorts on leg day.
Yeah.
Lady walked past like, I'm gonna have to spank them cheeks with all that ass you left hanging out. I'm like, did she just say that? I'm like, did she just like she literally walked past the man, told him she gonna spank his ass, and kept walking.
Wow.
And then you know what he do? He ain't hear her. I told him what she said. He's like, she said that? Oh, let me go give her a hug.
Right.
I'm like, bro. So he don't really have. I don't really think you would be a good advocate for little dudes. That's basically the whole point.
Right.
I mean, just like before he had muscles. So I see why you feel like
right before you had the muscle, right? Because the muscles, that's the ultimate equal. I almost make you, because even if you at the casino table, everybody looking at you like the big guy. He even said it. You're not gonna bully me. That's what he told you.
Right.
You the big dude. You the big dude when the guy and the dude was bigger than you. And
he was heavy. He was heavier than I was.
Yeah, but he still looked at you as the bully because muscles say more than fat.
Oh hell, all day long.
So,
okay. So here's what happened. So I was in there without my wife first off. So when I went in there, there was she might have, okay, some people had told me, some people were talking about a lady that threw an all earlier, right? And they were talking about this lady, she was cute. They said, one dude said she was Asian, another dude said she was white, so I figured she was probably mixed, right? But she wasn't there when I got there. Eventually, her and her husband showed up. And then I kind of figured it was her because she looked unique. So I was like, I say, is that her? Oh yeah, that's her. Okay, so cool. So all three of us kind of got cool. But she was talking too much. She was one of those ladies that do a whole lot of talking at the table while I was rolling. So I was asking her, can she please be quiet while I roll? But I was polite with it. I was, because I do recognize if I'm talking, people ain't be looking at me eye to eye. They looking at like my arms and shit. They looking down. I know, okay. I got to be careful with what I'm saying because I don't want to scare nobody, because people respond to being scared differently. Some people will get scared and then actually try and say something back to prove that they ain't scared.
Levan
Right.
shaking his head. No. Why you shaking your head? No. I'm sorry to interrupt,
I'm
but
shaking my head no, but I'm shaking my head because I know my uncle. Even though he felt like he said it nice, he said
I know too. That's why I asked you to say
he
it.
might have thought he said it nice, but his body language and the way he said it, he probably was like, "Hey, he probably did something to her." It's like, wait a minute, like
You gotta tell him.
But I get him. He meant well. I know he meant well. In his heart, he meant well.
Right.
Okay.
But
Okay. So,
it didn't come off like that.
I probably did exactly that because I can tell she was a little bit intimidated.
Okay.
Because she was super quiet. Whatever I said to her and whatever body language I showed her, her and her husband was super quiet. They wasn't saying shit. Right? They were doing sign languages like.
And I know what it is because your focus can like be looked at as like, you know, I won't say aggression, but it could be intimidating because you just focus. You know, you just focus. That's all. We know that because we be around you a lot.
So
and we understand.
You guys have seen like if I don't say nothing, and it's funny because that's one of those Kanye West lines. If I don't say nothing and y'all niggas don't say something, how would y'all feel if I don't say nothing?
Right. How would
I
look?
Right. So that's one of them Kanye lines because it's just kind of like that. So y'all been at the craps tables where it's, and I hate to call them clowns, but it's some motherfuckers that just, bro, they just over the top, making all that doing extra shit, right?
Nothing but the people.
Right, doing
that. Over the top. Was singing that on my own. I was finna make them all. Dude started singing that shit like he just loud out the blue. I'm about nothing but get the people what they want. Come on, bring your number.
Right.
I almost went over there and slapped, dude. I swear, man, it took all my energy, all my core strength just to not go over there.
Okay. Man. So whenever I said to them, they were quiet. So I'm rolling. I throw a tall. I get down to the aces. I don't get it. Okay. It ain't nobody's fault. I just didn't get it. Okay. The table went really bad. I was up about 700. Table went really bad. Now I'm down about 400. And him and his wife split up. So he stood next to me, and she went to the other end of the table on my left. So she's down to where I rolled the dice to. And now it's about 7:00 at night, 7:30 at night, and the dice are two people down from me, but the next person is the lady, right? She's the next roller, right? But the dude who's rolling, I did pretty good. I didn't get it. The next dude passed it. So now the next dude's got the dice. And he got down to like 11, 10, 5, and 4. So it's possible. You can do something. I might be able to lay. If you get a 5 or 4, I can do something, right? If you leave him alone and he's been rolling for like 10 minutes, that's a pretty shit. Okay, he might be able to do something. Because you can look up and get an 11 or a 12. You can look up and get a 4 or 5. Okay. But a black guy might have been about 6'3". I'm going to say about 305, 306, something like that. Lean in. He actually says who's rolling. They point out the guy who's rolling. He get in on the left of him because you know what he's trying to get a roll. He's trying to be the next roller, right? And so I say, hey, bro, can you? The dude's rolling. Can you like not get next to the roller? Because bro, we down to like 4 numbers, right? I say that from the end of my table, right? He get in there. Okay, fine, fuck it, right? The dude rolled 4 or 5 times. He didn't 7 out. Okay, fine. But dude was only betting the field. So, you know, that means he's just a street dude. Because that's what street dudes do. That's all because they don't know much else about the game.
They don't really know to understand the game that much. They just
game, right?
Yeah, they come in.
The field looks great. I'm winning from the field, right?
Yeah.
But he's actually winning in the field. So now you really ain't going to be able to stop him from doing anything, right? Yeah. Dude win about 400 or 500. Right? He take his money. He step away for a second. Dude still rolling. Dude get the 4. Now he's down to the 5. I had 10 on it. I didn't want to lay it. I'm like, okay, shit, I need that 350. I know I should probably lay it, but he been rolling now for 15 minutes. A 5 might not be there. He might be able to get it. the dude slide back in, and instead of putting his money in the field, puts his money on the don't, but right in front of the dude. Right. So I walked down and said, "Hey, bro," I politely. Of course, again, I be forgetting who I am. So
yeah, because you walk fast. You walk.
You just got to remember we talked about the aura thing and everything. Just your whole
I already know.
It's pretty intense. Yeah.
Right.
What I intended to do was be quiet about it. So I walked down there and I tapped dude on the shoulder, which might have been more like this. But I thought I did this. I thought I tapped it, right? Yeah.
Bro,
and so I said, hey, can you move your line bet? I said, can you move your line bet back? And so he looked at me because now I'm right next to him. Earlier, I didn't move. I was at the end of the table yelling down it, but now I'm right next to him. So he looked back at me. He looked down. He looked up. He grabbed his money. And man, fuck. And he take his money off the table. Dude throw a 7. Okay, so he's 7 up. Now I'm upset. I'm already upset. Because I'm down. You know how this shit works, right?
Right.
Dude had walked away from the table. He's picked up his don't, because you can pick it up at any time. Dude rolled a 7. Dude walked away from the table. Old girl's rolling. It's her roll. She probably rolls for about, say, 5 to 6 minutes. Now, we already talked. I've been speaking to her husband and her at the same time.
Right.
So we've been high-fiving
be quiet earlier.
Right. Same woman.
So y'all been having dialogue after the fact.
Right. So we high-fiving everybody because she got a good roll going. I've won $700 on her roll. She haven't even rolled an edge yet. She's been rolling pretty good. Right. She get down to the 3 and the 11. Here come dude again. Stepping back in right next to her on the other side of her, trying to get a roll in. I'm like, bro, can you let, I didn't go down at this time. I'm like, bro, can you just let her roll? She got the dice. She's shaking them on the table. Dude come in. He's talking. He ain't quiet. Man, I'm about to fuck this casino up. So he put money in the field. She rolled a 5, so he lost his money. That was all his money, right? So then he says, "These motherfuckers cheating. Y'all just trying to get my money, right?" Now, you know, when they say that to people that's working there, they try to ignore it because they recognize that this is an obnoxious guy, right? Right. They try to ignore that. 2 or 3 rolls later, she rolls the yo. Okay, so now we down to the ace deuce. Now, when she rolled the yo, she walked over to me and we high-fived each other. And when I looked over my shoulder as I high-fived her, I saw my wife, right? My wife has showed up. No big deal. It's okay. Man, you're doing some playing craps, right?
Right. Her husband now too. So
right. And so when I saw my wife, I immediately said, "Hey, by the way, this is my wife." And so the lady said, "Oh, is this her?" Right? And I said, "And this is her husband." Right? So it was one of them moments. It wasn't a tense moment. It was just I'm just bringing it up because my wife was there. Right?
That's perfect. That's actually, but you know that could have went sideways. Too. It could have. I'm glad everything. You know, that still has to be
worked out, right?
Yep.
But there was nothing going on, so there was none of us was, nobody was feeling no kind of way about it. It was just my wife was there, right? And that's now she plays a role in the story in the end, so that's why I'm bringing it up. Okay, she ended up rolling the ace deuce. Okay, so I won. I had 10-10-5, right? Because I thought dude was gonna roll, but dude passed the dice, right? And so it got to her. Okay, so I think I might have won 2,300 at that point. Was that 1,750, 20, 21, maybe 2,200. So I gave it all to my wife and told her to go cash it out. Right? I probably had $600 in my rack because I'm thinking I'm just gonna play with that, and that's it. And
then if you lose, I'm going.
If I lose that, I'm it. Right? Pass because she 7'd out. Pass. They got back around to me. Right? There's a dude before me rolling. Right. And there was 2 dudes in the middle. Her husband who don't roll, he just bets. And there was an old lady that don't roll. She just got to the table. So the dude in the corner was rolling for about 5 minutes, which is a pretty decent roll if you're rolling for 5 minutes. They closed the other table because at this point it's like 1:00 in the morning. Y'all know how casino you be there for hours and not knowing, right? Yeah. They close the other table. Everybody's getting around the table. It's getting crowded. Dude squeezing in. So I said, this white dude get in. I said, "Hey, bro, he's rolling. Do you mind not buying in the middle of the roll?" "Ah, man, I ain't got shit to do with him 7'ing out if he throw a 7. First of all, motherfuckers don't like it when you talking about the 7 at the casino table. That's the first thing.
Crimson table, right?
Right. And then you getting in right next to, right in front of the dude is another thing. So at that point, he bought in. They'd already got his money. I can't. At that point, I'm like, fuck. I'm already upset. I just let it ride out. Dude eventually threw a 7. He 7'd out. That dude didn't shoot. The old lady didn't shoot. The guy, her husband was next to me, was about to get the dice. I said, roll one time and pass it, right? Because y'all know how we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
He picked up the dice. The black guy came back again. Now he get right next to me because he's trying to get the roll in before I get the dice.
Wow. I didn't know that part. That's
right. So this is how
I knew that's how it was going. I knew that's how it was going to happen.
You knew it was coming, right?
I knew it was coming. Yeah.
He on that bullshit. Yeah.
So he leaned in. Now he ain't got no. Now remember, the other table's closed down, so this table's packed. There ain't even no space for him. He leaned in sideways, squeezing in, and put his money in the field. Okay, it's about $85. The table's $25 table, but $85 in the field. Dude rolled a 5. I wanted to say, get that shit out, bro. I was already irritated because I told dude, I was like, bro, I was like, what you doing? And so when dude rolled a 5, because he tried to get, I said, hey man, dude rolling. And he said something to me. I let it go. He squeezed in, put his money in the field. Dude rolled a 5. He was about to pass the dice. Dude said, it's my dice, right? I knew it was, but I told dude, the husband, bro, you might as well go on and keep rolling now because the whole point of you rolling is for me to get 2 tries.
Yeah.
So the husband said, yeah, okay, I'll keep rolling. Dude said, nah, motherfucker, you said you was going to pass the dice. He's talking to her husband.
Oh, wow.
Nah, motherfucker, he said you're going to pass the dice. Going, it's my shit now.
Wow.
But he's from the streets, right?
Yeah.
So you know how they get, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't say, man, you just got in here. Motherfucker, like, bro, he was about to pass it to me. So dude said to me, bro, why you bullying everybody, man? First you bullying the white dude in the corner for getting to the table. Why now you bullying me? You did that shit. So now we kind of going at it. And I'm like, bro, I ain't trying to bully you, but just you ain't doing shit the way we normally do shit at the table. What the fuck you know about craps, bro? Nigga, I've been playing craps all my life. You get that? I've been playing craps all my life type of shit. How you gonna tell me some shit? So I said, bro, look. If you say one more thing to me, we gonna have. I can say this. I said, you say one more thing to me, I'm about to put your ass to sleep, right? The dude at the table manager, he actually comes from Rivers, one of those guys. He was like, hey Malik, calm down, man, calm down. And I don't know what this dude. He said, hey man, leave him alone. He said, nah, man, this motherfucking Hulk Hogan looking motherfucker keep talking to us. This nigga or something. Now my wife is here. Now my wife's Spanish, of course. She hearing him. And everybody at the table watching because now it's a spectacle. Big ass black dude, fat black dude, and look like you almost want to see a brawl like this. You can see who gonna win this shit. You almost want to see some shit like that go down. Everybody's quiet except this dude. I ain't even talking no more because now I turned toward this dude and I'm facing him.
I had
a Sprite.
Take off.
I had a Sprite. All I can think of was hit his ass like Red hit that dude. If you remember in Malcolm X, Red hit.
Yeah.
Bruh. Y'all remember that scene, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So
I turned toward him, and he's still talking. This Hulk Hogan ass nigga think he gonna talk to me? So my wife looked at me. She grabbed my hand from the backside because I got the Sprite in my hand. I'm just about to hit him across the face with it because just like Kev said, you hit him, you rush him, it's over because you tumbling backwards, right?
You can't do nothing. You caught my blood, right?
So my wife grabbed my arm and take the Sprite. She steps in. She says, "Baby."
She felt it. She knew what she was on.
She said, "Baby,
you must have been." You must have been clutching that motherfucking bicep flexion for her to grab the. She didn't grab you or nothing. She grabbed the bottle. So that means that you must have.
She said, "Baby, don't do it."
Nice.
She said,
she knew.
She said, "I know when you ain't talking no more. When you stop talking, then your next thing is to hit somebody. I know that about you." So she's right here. She's in between me and him, right? And then. So she takes the Sprite. I set the Sprite down. She says, forget about it, baby. So she's still talking. She says, let's go. I'm like, no, honey, I want to get my roll in. Right? The table manager get up and said, okay, I'm glad y'all calmed down. So then this motherfucker says, he with this fat ass Spanish broad. So now I gotta do something. Now what am I gonna do?
Yeah, that's
yeah, you got to. Yeah,
Now I gotta do something.
You got to.
Right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So you can't be mad at Will Smith then.
Right.
No, you can't. Yeah, you
can't be mad at him then.
Right. So because she trying to help him out by telling me not to do it. Because he don't even know what he's about to get. He thinking, I'm gonna keep talking shit back. Because that's how we do. We keep. So she stepped back and she says, baby, did you hear him call? Now that she told me.
Look, just a step back. Just a step back, let you know.
She gave you the lead.
Go.
Go.
She gave you the green light. Yeah.
Yep. So I said to him, bro, if you say one more thing, and just as he was about to talk, I hit his ass. Right, just as he was about to talk, I didn't give him a chance to get it out. So it was like mumble. I hit him. Right, he's tumbling back. He fall down and he just cover up. I don't go and jump on him because at this point, because when the dude left the table, he actually started calling security because he knows me. He knows how I am.
He knows you, right?
Because I've had a fight in rivers before, so he knows when I start saying, if I say some things, you say some things back. Because I'm usually not disrespectful. I'm usually just say, bro, leave me the fuck alone. Like we all do that. Like we all know if you turn me on, the off button gonna be us fighting. It ain't gonna be no off button with you getting out of this motherfucker easily. So I hit him. He tumbled back. He covered up. Security came. My wife stepped back. She stepped in. I still got my chair right there. So she pushed the chair in front of me because y'all know I always have that chair behind me. She pushed the chair. Right. So now the security's coming. The tumble. And so I step back. I get the rest of my bread. I got like $600 in my pocket. I said, babe, go ahead and cash this out. She didn't want to leave because he was still there. So she was like, no, because I know if I leave, you're probably going to jump on him again. So I'm not going to leave. So security took him over to cash his money out. So he's over at the window. And then I look up now you got to be aware of your surroundings because I don't know who he's with. So I see 4 or 5 other guys walking around. So then they over at the cashier's cage talking to him. So I see him over there pointing at me. He's like, yeah, you see that? So then they come walking around. I still hear him saying, you can hear him cussing. That Hulk Hogan ass motherfucker over there. So you still hear him saying that.
Right.
I'm the only motherfucker in there that's looking like that, right? This arms out and shit.
Right.
Cats come walking around. They look like about to do something. They walk past me. They look at me. They just keep on walking. And I ain't fucking with this nigga. They keep on walking on past. Right. They're walking over there. They go down the escalator, right? I said, babe, go on and cash the money out so we can go. She says, no, we're not going to leave until he leaves. Because she didn't want to go over there because you never know what he might. I'm gonna try to stick her. If I can't stick him, maybe I stick his broad. Right. So she wait.
Right.
He eventually gets escorted out. I don't even get my roll in. I don't even get quick because security came. She cashed out the bread.
Over with, huh?
It's over with. I didn't even get my roll in. She cashed out the bread. Security escorted us all the way to the car. All the way inside the parking, all the way to my car. They escorted us all the way out.
I got a question. So you tell me when you hit this man, you didn't rush him after that. You just hit him, and he laid down and got in fetal position.
He tumbled backwards and fell over, right?
He fell over
and just covered up because he probably thought because that's the best thing you do.
Keep going.
Yeah, because all them people. Remember, it's crowded.
Nah, that's not no. I feel that, but I ain't. I mean, I'm not.
I'm trying to get back up.
I'm trying to get back up.
I mean,
he just conceded.
But y'all in shape. Imagine this dude was just fat. He was just a fat boy. So he tumbled down.
It's been a man.
It's my manhood on the line.
Oh, I see. I didn't see it that way. I didn't see it that way.
You know what I'm saying? If you do it, like, you got to get back up. Even if you,
man, I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. When I first grabbed Buddy in my situation, I tried to throw him over my head. I tried to do like a
yeah. He grabbed him and tried to do like this.
I tried to throw his ass. I tried to throw him out the fucking casino. Like I tried to, and when I threw him, I actually got on my back.
Yep,
and the
tripped.
First thing that went in my head was, I'm not about to lose no fight in front of Malik. Go put that to the slot machine. Oh God, I swear, I put that on my dad. I'll put that on everything, bro. The first thing that went in my head was, because even if it just me looking on the ground just looked bad. I'm like, I'm not about to lose. No, I got up so fucking fast. He didn't even see me get down until I told him.
I didn't even see it.
Right.
When I look back, he was rushing dude into the slot machine.
Yes, I'm like, so I know what you're saying. Like, if you on your back, the first thing you thinking of is get the fuck back up, and not I can't lose. Like, but for him to do that, you knew what you was dealing with.
So they don't ban y'all for fighting in the casino?
Kev did get banned.
Technically, only for 3. I could go back.
Yeah, he can go back now.
Write a letter. They do it for like 3 months. Right?
It's interesting because he didn't even hit the dude, and they banned him, and I hit the dude and didn't get banned.
Banned it. Okay.
Well, it was 2 different casinos too.
Yeah.
And,
which casino was you in?
And it's you and it's me. You look at your
what casino was you
in, and then you look at mine. Like,
Who, me or Kev?
What, Kev? What casino was you in?
I was at Horseshoe in Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana. Okay,
Yeah.
And where was you at? Huh?
I was at
He was
Bally's, downtown Chicago.
Oh, see, I never been there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember in Horseshoe,
That's
everybody
the
was
new
talking
one.
about the new casino that opened up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you went back though, Malik? Have you been back since that day?
Yeah. I went because I wanted to see if I was banned.
Okay, cool. So you're not banned.
So I went back in there. I went back in there. It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. And the first thing they was like, hey, man, we heard the story, man. How you feel? I was like, bro, okay, y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know this. Hold up. Y'all don't know this, but like a week earlier, I had a broken blood vessel in my eye. So I had
right. Well, no, I know that.
Okay.
You told me about that. No, you told me about it. I didn't see it.
I
You told
didn't
me
know
about it.
Okay, so the last time people saw me, I had this big ass red shit in my eye. It looked like you've been into a fight, right?
Right.
I got into a fight after that, but people that don't know the timing thought, "Oh yeah, we saw him last time because we saw it was." And I was like, "No, that ain't from the fight."
No, right.
And so we kind of talked it out at the table, and management they got me a new card and they gave me some extra bread, so I'm good. And I actually talked to the one short guy. He's kind of cool. You've seen him, Kev. I'm Italian type, hair's always pushed back. You've seen him before. I think he put not the Asian dude put money on both our cards, so not that dude, but there was a Spanish dude that me and you have been talking to a while ago.
I think I know what you're talking about.
So I don't know if he's Spanish or Italian. I think he's Italian, but I asked him, "Hey, bro, he was like, nah, man, because you didn't start it." Okay, so cool.
Nice.
So I'm cool.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right. That's the thing, man. That's the casino, man. It's the experience right there. That's the experience right there. And the part that when you said something about your wife, you ain't had no choice at that point.
Yeah,
you had to.
Man, you know what? You know, I don't know what happened. I'm using Kev's thing, man. Bro, I don't know what happened. I just blacked out, bro. But I know. But it's funny because cats don't realize. Like I'm saying brothers when I say cats don't realize that like we all give black guys a lot of leeway. Like we really ain't trying to fight y'all. It ain't really like 6'3", 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". That ain't average. That's tall, right? And 220, 5'11", 220. That ain't average either. Because you know that's me, 5'11", 220. That's 220 muscle. That's not 220 fat.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Right. So it looks and it's like Mike Tyson getting out of prison. If y'all remember Mike Tyson in his heyday, Mike Tyson is 5'9". He was 212. Throw an extra 8 pounds on top of Mike Tyson.
I'm like a walking brick.
Right, so that's what that looks like, right?
Yeah.
None of this ain't average, right? So it's all intimidating. Y'all just by standing there is intimidating. And me, you got to look at me, and the motherfuckers look at me up and look at me down and be like, "Nah, I ain't fucking with this.
Right.
I ain't fucking with this nigga."
Right.
And then y'all got nice statures. Like y'all talk to everybody. Like I talk to everybody, but I actually people know there's like a line with me that Like
Yeah.
I can joke with people, but I don't want everybody joking with me the way I joke with everybody else.
Yeah.
If y'all get where I'm going, right? So I can.
You are very strategic in who you talk to and how you talk to them. Me and Levan, we more so like, we're gonna be cool with you till you give me a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm gonna openly talk to anybody like that. You more strategic.
And even when they give y'all problems, y'all still be trying to like just blow it off. Y'all be like, look, bro, just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. Look alone. Yeah. Oh well, I'll just get if I feel like a person it ain't going right, I just probably just get away from you myself. You know what I'm saying? And then it take me a minute, but it's faster. If somebody is messing with somebody that I love or I came with, that'll make me angry faster than you bothering me.
Because I'm like that on the trap table. I almost be like, I've made more numbers with Malik saying, hey, Kev, if you can hit this for me, I'll give you this, than me trying to hit him for my own self. Because I don't want to let nobody else down. Because I hate that. Yeah. That's the hardest feeling that I have. I hate letting other people down. With myself, it's really easy to pick myself back up. You know what I'm saying? I can encourage myself real quick. I can pat myself on the back, cheer myself up real fast. But other people, that's tough. Yeah, man.
I've heard both of y'all. I've seen both of y'all throw sevens and then apologize. Man, I'm sorry, bro.
Look, bro.
Hey, but and then I done rolled like 8 minutes. I've been rolling for like 8 minutes and hit that 7. Like, man, I'm sorry.
Man, this guy done stacked the 9 up. The 9 was stacked to the ceiling.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man,
he hit that 9.
Stacked, and
he'll keep hitting that 9.
Well, he stacked it up for my roll. And he had his 9 stacked to the ceiling. He probably was gonna make at least $100 or $225 off if I hit that 9.
Yeah.
And I rolled the 7, man. That almost ruined me for the day. Like I think I made a side after that, but I pretty much was done because he had just stacked his chips. Remember that 9?
Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, them 9s, boy.
So here's what Kev's talking about. Like so 5 and 9, I play them the same way because they pay the same, right? So if he's rolling 5s,
I know.
Right,
yeah, I know how you
the
do
9,
it.
right? So it's the moment he hit the 9, I'm like, oh, it's already. I had 9 stacked to 175, about 300 and something. So if he'd have hit it, I'd have got like $300 and something just off the 9. He hadn't even thrown the 9 yet because 9 was his last point. If he'd have thrown the 9, I'd have got 300 something just from that. That'd have known from me throwing the all. And I had all the other numbers set to where I can get $100 per roll. So I got this thing here. This is my new wallet. This is my new casino wallet. I don't know if Kev stepped off, so maybe you can't see it. Yeah. Okay, this is my new casino wallet, Kev.
I can see it here, y'all.
Okay,
what's the MAS for?
Malik Alif Shakir.
Shakir. Oh, okay.
So in here I keep all my bread. 1s, 5s.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool.
10s, 50s. I mean, it's backwards. 20s, 50s, 100s, right? So I probably can't even fit no more 100s in this bitch. I probably got about.
What happened to the book bag?
I stopped using it, man, because I probably got about 5,000 in here, in 100s.
I got about 25 more minutes, fellas. Then I'm gonna have to take a break off for a second to change my daughter and get us some lunch. So if you guys want to parlay this conversation into the GOAT conversation, because I know initially we started talking about it a little bit before you reconnected, man.
Yeah, and I got so many questions to ask. So if y'all want to end this podcast and reconvene after we all take a break and eat lunch, and then because I got all these questions I got lined up to ask, and then I'll upload this podcast and send both of y'all a link so we can all watch the podcast, and then we can critique the podcast based on because this is called a test one, so we can critique how we doing.
Yep.
And y'all can see each other. So let me try now. Don't hang up yet. Let me see how do I. Let me see how do I. I got to figure out